everybody. Hello. Welcome to your reading. All right, so I know I haven't posted in a while. There were some cycle closeouts, some processing. And just everything is always in divine alignment, right? So I hope everybody's doing well. I did a particular prayer before I started pressing record in order to invite any spirit guides, any angels, anybody working in the unseen to get you this message at this moment in time. Okay, so if this video has found you, if it just popped up in your algorithm randomly, if it just started playing, there's a message in here for you in particularly. We also prayed for truth, the highest possible timeline for your particular situation, as well as to minimize any distractions or lower level entities that are trying to keep you suppressed from being your divine self. Okay, now to start off this reading, we're going to be using Divinations, the Energy Readers Oracle deck. If you guys would like to purchase a deck, this is one that I've created. Hit me up on Instagram. Is there anything else? No. Let's get into the reading. Thank you, God, creator of all things known and unknown. Please guide my vessel with this message on the highest possible frequency for the divine alignment for all those involved. Divine wisdom, power, and glory, honor all those who have come before me. I praise God in all tongues, all languages. Okay. Keep your heart light. Okay, I heard that. All right, so the first up we have is rejection. Rejection is God's protection and delay is not denial. We're inclined to take rejection as a sign of insult or offense. Challenge this type of thinking by recognizing that all doors that were closed ultimately led to better suited situations, people, and opportunities. Honor your God when rejecting things that are no longer in alignment with your spirit. Be thankful when others honor themselves and reject you. You may have dodged a bullet. Okay, and then we have a spellcaster card. We have, I desire to experience my best possible timeline with people, places, and things that reflect that. And you can repeat that with me right now. I desire to experience my best possible timeline with people, places, and things that reflect that. Okay, now they keep showing me you dodged a bullet. All right, so out here, yes, human beings, we are inclined to be social. We want to make human connection. However, there has to be a frequency alignment. Okay, never sell yourself to lower level frequencies in order to just be in company. Oh my God, that is like, it is a risk. Okay, and you actually feel more depleted than actually restored. Okay, so if something is rejecting you, honor that. Understand that it's just not a frequency match. Okay, because we on this channel desire to experience our best possible timeline with people, places, and things that reflect that. Our best possible timeline with people, places, and things that reflect that. And sometimes that may require you to also reject others. Okay, because whatever, it just may not be in resonance. All right. Better suited people and opportunities are there. Okay. So once you let something go that's no longer in resonance, better things come that's more vibrational match to you. And if you are seeking to be your highest possible self, and whatever that may look like, okay, because it has nothing to do with any external validation. Someone might be looking at you and be like, oh, well, they don't have this. You're not living in accordance with their criteria. Okay, your particular soul is on a journey, and there's certain things that you need to overcome in order to gain understanding and to be a divine reflection of yourself, as well as holding divinity. Okay, in masculine and feminine energy in that form. Okay. Yes, a lot of spirits that are moving around in a lustful entity, right? It's very low vibrational. Okay, when I say this, it's not about like condemning, right? It is what it is. There's some people who desire more lustful things, and that's the reality they're creating. If you're not that person, then you're not going to be a vibrational match to that. So as long as you're sacrificing your own boundaries or getting hurt by the rejection of certain things that no more in alignment, you start becoming a vibrational match to things that you don't really necessarily want for yourself, or that have nothing to do with your soul journey. They just come as distractions. And lust is one of those things in your reality that serves as a distraction from what you actually want. Okay. And it actually puts you in a bed with people that are no longer in resonance. And that's how you end up having what we call enemies. Okay. But you love yourself so much that there's no need to have enemies, because you'll be aligned with what better suits you. Okay. Reflect that, what better reflects who you are becoming and what your spirit is more in alignment with. Okay. Yes. So the point of that is that you do not think that it's insulting. Don't be insulted by it. Don't be offended by it. You be grateful. You're very grateful, okay, for when things reject you, because something more suited for you is on its way. Okay. So you thank you. Say thank you, and also thank yourself for rejecting things as well. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, because some things are actually just sent to help delay you on your path. Okay. Because everything is a choice. Okay, so just be mindful of that. There's delays. Okay, but delay is not denial. As soon as you get it and you start realigning back to your true self, okay, your own North Star, you start being able to get the things that you want in life. Okay, it has nothing to do with anybody else. Okay. Yeah, there was something. There's some people who require numbers in order to feel validated. You allow them to have that validation through that. Okay, it's not about point of judgment. Okay, you validate yourself. Okay, you validate yourself, and then you have stronger connections with people who actually have that kind of thing in resonance. Right? It's like true confidence, true love for yourself that aligns you better with a more aligned social community. Or yeah, you start seeing better reflections of yourself, okay, when you have that internal validation. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. You can also say everything is always working out for me. Another spellcaster card. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Okay. Anything else from this? All right. I just heard that you definitely did dodge a bullet. Okay. The more that you try to fit in or try to be in certain circles, the more that you delay your own manifestations and progress. Okay. Okay. I just have the answer is no, plain and simple. And then we have fear. Fear. If you're scared of the dark, turn on the light. Don't give into fear. We are usually fearful of the unknown outcome of our current experiences. Use your light to shed truth on the situation. Acknowledge your fears. Find understanding in them. Be aware of your triggers. Rely on the knowledge that everything is working out for your divine alignment. Conquering fear is key to living a fulfilling life. Okay? So yeah, if you are living anywhere that the Western culture has taken I guess dominance in your field, you may be experiencing the fear of missing out. I heard that. Okay. The answer is no, plain and simple. You have to start gaining the confidence, okay, that you're creating a world with divine reflections. Okay. And this is not about a point of judgment. You don't judge anybody else. You allow people to live their life in their own resonance, their own frequency in which they have to. So you don't have to, become the preacher or the savior of anyone. Okay, but the point is that you should not be fearful of missing out on anything. Okay, remember, everything is working out for your divine alignment. Everything is always working out for me. Say that over and over. Everything is always working out for me. Okay, so you may be triggered. I don't know, maybe there's a past version of you on some timeline that felt left out, felt rejected, right? That's that inner child work stuff. Know that in your solitude builds confidence. In that solitude is what allows you to shine, okay, and also align with better suited situations, people, places, and things. All right? Okay. I want to get some actual tarot. That was the oracle reading. That's the overarching. Okay, let's get into the Afro Goddess Tarot deck. If you guys would like a personal reading, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. If you guys would like a personal reading, hit me up on Instagram at MeekTheMinx. Okay, we are usually fearful of the unknown outcome of our current experiences. Okay, so yeah, so I did see that you were moving out of a cycle, one in which there was deception. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords. Envious energy is also here. Okay, yeah. There are showing me that you were victorious. There was like I'm seeing the two swords behind you. Yeah, this could be a deceitful relationship, whether it be a platonic relationship, whether it be a romantic relationship. Okay, there was some kind of deceit, but you came out with the more of the swords because you chose to amplify yourself, um, to honor yourself, and you already have a lot of knowledge. Okay, and the divine serpent is with you, whatever that means to you. Okay, um, for me, it means creation. It means that sacral energy or kundalini energy rising. And so that you're having this glow. Okay, you're literally the spotlight in this darkness. Okay, and that became because I think you rejected someone. So congratulations on that. We do have the Son of Cups. Son of Cups, Goddess of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups. Okay. They're showing me the white peacock. Let me just look that up real quick because I feel like that is a moment of significance here. The Son of Cups. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. The Son of Cup represents a romanticized new offering in emotional fulfillment that comes straight from the heart. The young and attractive Son of Cups leans confidently against the giving tree. He indeed has a new cup to offer. However, unlike the other sons of the tarot, the sun isn't charging forward, but instead peacefully and calmly extending his offer with grace. The fish of the koi pond gather near him as a symbol of consciousness and creativity, and the rare albino peacock is an effortless and majestic symbol of love, compassion, and peacefulness. His offering may be coy, but it is still wonderful regardless. The Son of Cups is often said to be the classic romantic of the deck. It represents a person in touch with their intuitions and emotions that chooses to move forward with grace and not force. Okay? He uses his charm to attract others, and his compassion and understanding serves him well. Now is a good time to flow into exploring your passions. And like the peacock, your beauty will flourish with the essence of who you are. Pay attention to your emotions at this time. Your heart shall lead you. Okay. So, like I said, you came out of this situation of this. I keep seeing in my mind, not in the on the physical. The Three of Swords, right? This is like this deception. Like there's matters of the heart where you're conflicting. There's third party situations, other people involved in the consciousness development, and you walked away from it. Okay, you rejected it, and you realize that you don't need this. Okay, and because of that patience and love that you have had for yourself, something new is coming in. And it could, like I said, it could have been a romantic relationship, it could have been a friendship. Regardless of that, you held your divinity. That's why the Goddess of Pentacles is here. Your lush flower garden, which has beautiful roses. There's grapes. I'm going to read the Goddess of Pentacles for you. All right, just give you your flowers. Goddess of Pentacles. The Goddess of Pentacles is a multitasking mother figure that has succeeded at doing it all. She sits peacefully in the garden as she nurtures her pentacle, or as she nurtures, she is subsequently nurtured herself. Surrounded by the growth of luscious abundance, this goddess is connected to the essence of Mother Earth. Notice how a few butterflies glide through the wind around her, as she, like them, provides material hope, intellect, and prosperity to those around her. The Goddess of Pentacles is a master of taking care of the multiple needs of herself and others. She is the ultimate mother archetype, as she can do it all, which includes providing. Therefore, at this time, be confident in your efforts because you are the ultimate force. You have the divine abilities to multitask, maneuver, and care both personally and financially for yourself as well for those whom you love. You have achieved a certain level of harmony and flow with the opposing responsibility you carry. And at this time, you can enjoy this healthy balance and luscious growth of prosperity and security. Okay, and then we also have the Ten of Cups, which has to do with fulfillment in love, emotional fulfillment. Okay, divine balance between masculine and feminine to the point where you're actually able to have creations, wealth, abundance. This is a really good reading. Okay, so if this reading found you and your spirit guides have led you to this page, whether it be via your algorithm, whether it be you just saw it and you're like, I need to listen to this message, congratulations on that. Congratulations on choosing yourself and conquering fear. Okay, a lot of, again, the masses, the things that you see, the world in which you're surrounded by has to overcome this idea of fear of missing out, and you've successfully done that to align yourself with better suited people, places, and things that reflect the person that you are in the internal. Okay, your divinity on the internal. Okay, and because of that, because of this divine feminine energy that you've exuded, you're able to make way for better suited loves, friendships. Okay, that peace that you have within yourself is now being from the ether into physical. Okay, so you don't have to explain yourself to any past thought forms, past energies that were lingering in your aura field. You can just say flat out, the answer is no, plain and simple. No, thank you. Okay, no, thank you. It's a rejection out of peace. It's a rejection out of love for oneself and also a love for the other person. Because when you try to force connections that are not energetically in balance with you, there's bound to be contrast. There's bound to be physical ramifications for that. Okay, and no, it's not a threat. It's something that's just divine spiritual law. Okay, you don't force yourself. Okay, you allow. Okay, and we shed truth in this channel, in this space that we're cultivating. We shed truth in all situations. Okay, we're always going to be the light in the dark. Always going to be the light in the dark. Not saying that the dark does not exist. We understand that the darkness is required in order to find that light, in order to gain that confidence, to transmute, use alchemy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we can dwell in the darkness, but we can also come to light. There's those who dwell in the darkness that cannot come to the light. Okay, those are the ones who can't acknowledge their fears in order to transmute them. Okay, this is why we leave those ones in the back. They're in the background. Okay, focus on yourself. Okay, because there's a new world coming in for you. Very, very, very proud of you. There's a new world. There's a new love. There's a new financial abundance, because the Queen of Pentacles, the Goddess of Pentacles, will not be here without that. Okay, allow that love to shine. Okay. Alrighty, that concludes the reading.
Whew, golly, that was a lot of prana.
Hi guys, if you like my vibe and you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, please hit me up on Instagram at MeekTheMinx. Have a great day. Bye.